Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for watching my video. Thank you for subscribing. I really appreciate you guys a lot. In today's class, we shall be looking at how to make a crop top with this fabric here. This is a 6 years of Ankara fabric, and I'm going to be using 2 years out of these 6 years. So let's get started. Okay, and the body measurement I'll be using for this crop top I'll use our bust measurement, half length, length of the top, waist measurement, and the sleeve measurement. We'll cut the back side first. For the back side, we are going to be folding our fabric into two. This is it. I cut out what I'll be using for the back side, and I use 2 inches for zip allowance. To get length, I'll be minusing 6 inches to get our bust line, which is 12 inches from shoulder to bust. Remember, you will minus 6 inches from here. From this shoulder to our half length is 17 inches, and our top length is 19 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch for joining allowance here. So on our bust line, we'll divide our bust into 4. Our bust is 42 divided by 4 will give us 10.5. Here is 10.5 inches. I will add 2 inches for seam allowance. Waist is 34 inches. 34 divided by 4 will give us 8.5. Here is 8.5. I'll take 1 inch for that and 2 inches for seam allowance. So here I'm marking 3 inches extra. I will now connect from our bust line down to our waist and to our top length. Now to get our neckline and our armhole, I will divide my shoulder into 2, which is 16 inches divided by 2 will give us 8 inches. And here I will go down here by 3.5 inches to get our armhole. So here that you mark your 8 inches, you go in here by 1 inch, then slant it from this 3.5 inches here to get your armhole. This is it. For our neck depth, I'll be using 1.5 inches. Here is 1.5 inches. I will, from this place that I mark 1 inches, connect it down to our neck depth. This is it. Now I will go ahead and cut it. This is it for the back side of our top. Cut the front side. For the front side of our crop top, you fold your fabric into 2. Remember, we are minusing 6 inches from our shoulder. So from our shoulder to bust line is 12 inches. Here is 12 inches. Half length is 17 inches. And the length of our top is 19 inches. I'll be adding 1 inch for joining allowance. I will mark them out. So this is it. This is our bust line. Here is our half length. This is our top length plus joining allowance. So here our bust to bust, sorry I didn't mention that earlier, we'll be using our bust to bust measurement. Our bust to bust is 8 inches. This 8 inches, I'm going to be dividing it into 2. Then add half inch for seam allowance, making it 4.5 inches. I will now mark this 4.5 inches down to our length. Connect it with my ruler. This is it, our 4.5 inches length. From this side here now, towards the folded side, you go in by 1 inches. You go in by 1 inch. Towards this side, here you mark 1.5 inches. Where you mark your bust, shoulder to bust line, our bust line, you go up here by 1 inch. And also go down by 1 inch. On our waist measurement, you also go in from this side by 1 inch, here by 1.5 inch. Now you connect from this 1 inch, you connect it to your 1 inch that you marked up here. Also connect your 1.5 inches to the 1 inch here, giving us something like this. Also repeat the same thing on this down side. Connect your 1.5 inches. Connect your 1.5 inch to the 1 inch you mark down here. This is it. Then mark this down to your waist line. This is it. So now we'll take our bust measurement. Our bust measurement is 42 inches. 42 divided by 4 will give us 10.5. Here is 10.5. Add 2 inches for seam allowance. Our waist is 34 inches. 34 divided by 4 will give us 8.5. Here is 8.5. And here we remove 2.5 inches from this place. Don't forget, we remove 1.5 here and 1 inches here, making it 2.5 inches. We also add it back here. Then take your seam allowance, 2 inches. Connect it from your bust down to your waist. This is what you will have. Now for our armhole side, I will use the back side to place here to create our armhole. This is it. I will also cut out the lining that I'll be using for it, and also pad it with soft breast pad. For our sleeve, I'll be minusing 4 inches from our sleeve to get my sleeve length. Because I'll be inserting elastic to this sleeve, I will give 1 inch for my elastic. So here is my elastic allowance. My sleeve length is 18 inches. Here is 18 inches plus 1 inch folding allowance, making it 19 inches. And the round sleeve I'm working with is 14 inches divided by 2 will give us 7 inches. Then I'll be adding 6 inches extra to it because of the elastic. I'll also use the back side. We place the back side armhole to this sleeve to trace it out. This is it. This is our sleeve. I'll use this one now to cut out the remaining sleeve. So this is it. I'll join them together. This is the breast pad that I use for it. I will cut out our neckline. This is it. You fold it into two. Our neck depth, I will be using 2.5 inches. Here is 2.5 inches. This is it. So this is how I'm going to be joining this lining to our fabric, by placing the right side of our fabric to the right side of this lining. This is the rough side. Then first of all, join the neckline, turn it and top stitch, close here, close here, close this down side also. I will also line the back side, insert our dart, and our sleeve I will fold it. I will fold this down side here, and also fold here with 1 inch, where I will be inserting elastic. This is it. I've lined them. This is the front side and this is the back side. I also inserted our zip and that. Now is to take our body measurement. Bust is 42. 42 divided by 2 will give us 21 inches. Here is 21 inches. Now check what is remaining. 3 inches. I'll take 1.5 from this side, 1.5 from here. Waist measurement is 34 inches. 34 divided by 2 will give us 17 inches. Also check what is remaining. There is 4. I will take 2 from this side, 2 from this side. This is it. For our sleeve, I will be using this 1 inch elastic band for our sleeve, and the round sleeve that I'm working with is 14 inches. So for the elastic, I will cut out 11 inches. Into 2, because our sleeve is 2. For the downside of our sleeve, I'm using 9 inches. This is it for our 2 sleeve. Now to insert our elastic to this fabric, you use your safety pin, hold it, then insert from here. Here is our top. This is the sleeve with elastic, and this is the neck. This is the back side. Thank you so much for watching till the end. Please, if you are yet to subscribe, just touch on the subscribe button and also click on the notification bell so that you will get a notification once I upload new video. See you guys in my next class. Love you guys. Bye.